I place protection from, I place protection over this message from all negative energy, all negative entities, all negative feelings, all negative thoughts, any hexes, curses, and binding spells. I place protection over this message from all negative energy, all negative entities, all negative feelings, all negative thought, any hexes, curses, and binding spells. I place protection over this message from all negative energy, all negative entities, all negative feelings, all negative curses, and all negative thoughts, any hexes, curses, or binding spells. Spirit is going to keep sending mirrors to until you look within. Spirit is going to keep sending mirrors until you look within, until you realize the things that need to change within self when it comes to trauma responses, when it comes to triggers, when it comes to behavioral patterns with anything in order to get to the next level. Because somebody's, how can I put it? Somebody don't get why they're at a stagnant energy and nothing's really shaking. It's because somebody's stuck in a comfort zone. And Spirit says you're going to have to work hard for this. And it's hard for somebody to stay disciplined and stay consistent. Spirit says if you want this, you're going to have to change your ways. Your ways of thinking, your ways of receiving information. Because it's going to require a lot of strength. A lot of strength. Ooh, Spirit talking. And things are going to keep... And, ooh, I can't even talk, like my throat chakra. Like I feel somebody's soul, like... And things are going to keep being unhappy, or there's going to be stuff around you, and it's going to keep seeing like tower moments. And it just like every time you take a step forward, it's 3 steps back, because Spirit's like, I'm sending you mirrors of yourself. And if something is triggering you about somebody, you need to look within. It may not be to the same extent, but look around you. Spirit wants you to learn around you. And it's hard to go within when it's yourself. I know. It's hard to go within. So when you see something outside, you're like, damn, why does person act like that? Why does this person does this? See if you do somewhat of the same type of behavior or the same type of pattern. Or if you're like, dang, you're just not consistent. You need to be more disciplined. Are you disciplined? It's literally, if you're saying something about whatever situation, make sure that you're applying it, because Spirit is sending mirrors, but somebody is not getting it. Somebody's not getting it. And Spirit says you're not going to get the abundance that is intended for you. And I'm just not talking about material. I'm talking about internal peace until you look within and change the behaviors. And it's the sad truth. But y'all know I'm a blunt reader. Y'all know I'm a blunt reader. When it comes to that next step, as far as spiritual healing, and you're a generational curse breaker, first is cleansing the negative energy out. You know, people that you should have let go, jobs that you should have let go, some items, homes, hometowns, whatever it may be that was no longer serving you. That's the first step. The second part is accountability within, because regardless of how you feel, the environment that you come up in has a lot to do with your behavior, how you act, how you respond, and how you take in information. And Spirit says we gotta work on that. We got to work on that, because the moment that you realize and change the behaviors within, instead of looking at on the outside, and you really change the behaviors within, this is when things are going to go so fast in your life. And I'm being dead ass collective. I'm so sincere about this message, I promise. Because when I came upon my second awakening, it was a lot of self-realization, a lot of self-accountability, things that I didn't want to hear, got thrown in my face about myself, everything. And it's hard to take accountability when you're so used to certain energies that act in the same way, so there's no accountability held on either point or either person, especially with parenting. Like, a certain parent would act a certain way with you, and then you feel like it just comes naturally towards the child. If you're in a relationship and things are going left, why are you accepting certain things? Is it certain traumas you're still holding on to? When I say Spirit's going to be digging deep this year into all aspects when it comes to finances. How are you operating in your finances? Are you saving? Are you management? Are you really hunting for money? Or is this something of a behavior or a pattern? Are these habits, are these good habits or bad habits spiritually? Are you spending enough time meditating? Are you able to think for yourself? Are you not getting peer pressured? Are you going back to the same environments? Are you really going to people that's going to pour into you? Are you pouring into people the right way? Then it goes back to family. Are you being understanding? Are you looking at it from different perspectives? Is it only your perspective? Are you defensive? Are you able to take in information? Are you able to operate out of a open, unbiased mentality? Boom. Love life. Spirit's going to be hitting so many different things. And Spirit's like, if you don't get it, it's going to be a harder lesson. Whew. And it's going to be stagnation, death card in reverse, inability to move forward. And I'm so sincere. So if you feel like you are in a stuck time and you don't understand why things ain't moving, or you're seeing a lot of different things that are coming around you, and you're hearing about other people's lives, look into yourself. Look into yourself. Look unto yourself. I'm telling you, that's the best way to go about life. Before you say something about the next person, and everybody does it, everybody talks. It could be just out of just genuine conversation. Look unto yourself and see if you've done that, and what made you do that, and how can you overcome that. If you see somebody, if your child's being a lazy, for instance, or they're not operating the way you want to, look and see how you was maneuvering. If you're in your love life and certain things keep happening to you, what is certain traumas that you're holding on to? Finances. If you're overspending, if you're not managing money right, and you can't keep a hold of money, what traumas have you buying certain things? Did you not have things previously in life? Are you holding on to materialistic things? Is it hard for you to revert back? Are you working too hard? Are you not having enough time for peace or to meditate? Spirituality. When I tell you Spirit's going to be taking a hold on everything until the lesson is given. And a lot of times, Spirit saying, when you refuse to look within, they keep sending mirrors, and they have you going and holding on to people until you learn the lesson. They will keep you holding on until you learn the lesson. If y'all didn't understand why certain energies hold on to certain people, because they didn't learn the lesson behind it. Once the lesson is learned and you grow from that situation, and I don't mean just the person, that energy, because you can get the same energy in a different body. Reflect on yourself, because a lot of times when you're dealing with a certain person, they may be doing you bad, But see if a part of you doesn't do somewhat of the same things in a different way. They could do you wrong in a relationship. Are you pouring into your friendship? Are you pouring into your family that's had your back? Or if you didn't have nobody that had your back, are you pouring into children?